Senator John Barrasso joins us now. He's on the Foreign Relations Committee in the United States Senate. Mr. Senator, do you see signs of impending regime change in Iran?
Well, I do, Stuart, but remember, we have been there before. I stand with the freedom-loving people of Iran who want to get out under this oppressive regime who's been doing what they've done for the last 40 years. And President Trump is right. We can never allow Iran to get a nuclear weapon.
It's a remarkable turnaround in 2 weeks, isn't it? 2 weeks ago, Qasem Soleimani was organizing protests and death and destruction across the Mideast. Now he's dead, and the protesters in the streets of Iran are saying death to Khomeini. That is an extraordinary turnaround. I don't think the Iranian regime has ever been in this position before.
No, I don't think they have. You know, a month or so ago, they were in the streets protesting the increased cost of gasoline and the lowering of the value of their money. But what has happened as a result of that, with Soleimani under his direction, 180 Iranian protesters were killed, 700 were detained and arrested. So the people realize when they take to the streets, as they are doing today, they are risking their lives in the cause of freedom, and the American people stand with them.
Let me turn to impeachment. House Speaker Pelosi says she's going to send the articles of impeachment to the Senate this week. Over the weekend, she was explaining why she delayed for so long. Watch this.
I've always said I would send them over, so there shouldn't be any mystery to that. What we did want, though, and we think we accomplished in the past few weeks, is that we wanted the public to see the need for witnesses with firsthand knowledge of what happened, documentation, which the president has prevented from coming to the Congress as we review this.
Mr. Senator, I don't want to be facetious, but this is Speaker Pelosi's big week, and I suspect that she's been somewhat overshadowed by Meghan Markle. I'm not being silly here, but it is a point, isn't it?
Well, it is. And Nancy Pelosi caved on this. She talks about the public. The public saw through what they did in the House and what she was doing withholding them. They saw that as a political stunt. She could have called those witnesses. She chose not to do it. What the House has done has been rushed. It has been partisan. It has been sloppy. The case is very weak. Stuart, we have a lot of things we need to deal with in this country. We have to secure our border. We need to deal with roads and bridges. We need to lower the cost of health care and specifically prescription drugs. And now we're going to spend time in the Senate on impeachment charges after an unfair process in the House. We need to get on to the work of the American people.
It's a bust. Senator Barrasso, thanks for joining us, sir. Appreciate it always. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Got some